Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. I wish to speak with you today about the journey that you're all on. Intellectually, you already know that you're already home. And there really is no journey because you've never left. But the illusion is quite strong. And while you have a body, while it lasts, it will feel like a journey and you will experience time. Many people, as they embark on this spiritual awakening, become more and more curious as to which voice they're listening to. Is it the voice of guidance, or is it the voice of the ego? When you first start out, it's very easy to distinguish the two. Generally, the ego always grabs the microphone first, has something to say. And it's always based on the past and comparing it to what it's seeing right now. And then making a determination about whether this is good or bad. And then drawing a conclusion. And that conclusion can either be a decision about the likelihood of something happening, but it can also be just drawing a conclusion, meaning ending something. This isn't working, I'm out of here. Is a typical determination followed by a conclusion. I wanted to give you the example of riding on a train. Imagine that you're riding on a train. All the cars are connected. You're sitting next to the window. And as the train takes off, you see the scenery outside. You're safe in this train. And it knows where it's going. But at a certain point, you decide that something is not okay the way it is. Perhaps you don't feel like the train is going fast enough. So you excuse yourself to the person sitting next to you and you run up to the front of the train and you go through all the cars in the club car and you get to the front of the train and you start talking to the engineer, questioning him about whether he knows where we're going and when are we going to be there and how long has he been doing this. And none of this leads to any particular satisfaction. As you travel back, you make a decision that the front cars are better than the back cars. And maybe the people in the front cars will get to the destination first. That's the place to be. You want to be in one of the front cars. And you certainly don't want to be in the last car. So there are a lot of distractions. You can stop in the club car and get something to eat. But there's this general feeling of, this isn't it. When are we going to be there? It'll be better when we're there. I'm bored. I'm not satisfied. All of these conversations are the province of the ego, which can never fully fathom what is really happening. When the ego looks out the window, it says, I've seen all this before, but really it hasn't. Every scene is a little bit different. And every glance that you take shows you something slightly different. And while it seems like the people at the front of the train will get there first, if you understand anything about a train, everybody arrives at the same time. And everyone leaves by the door that's connected to their car. Not only that, the specialness of the train is immediately dismissed once you're at your destination. It's discarded. The value of the train is only to bring you to where you want to go. It has no value other than that. So it's discarded. And it's very important while it's important. But once you're at your destination, you don't need the train. Boredom and distraction and opinion and making determinations and judgments and conclusions and the stress that's involved in wishing things were other than the way they are is the basis of what psychologists call neurosis. It's a question called, why do things have to be the way they are? Why can't they be the way they're not? I don't like them the way they are. I want them to be the way they aren't. How come they can't be the way they aren't? That's the neurotic lament. The truth is, things have to be the way they are. And part of the reason that human beings are in physical pain and experience aging is because of the stress that they impose upon the body when they insist that things be other than the way they are. The answer is to identify with something that's not changeable, that's not constantly transforming into something else. Identify with who you really are. And the closest way you'll get there is with your breath. When you withdraw your concern for how fast you're going, whether this is the right route, whether everybody else knows what they're doing, whether some people are slower or faster, as you release those concerns and just stay in the moment, following this sacred breath that you're given, everything changes. The ride becomes fascinating. The passengers become gifts to you. The scenery becomes more interesting. You notice subtle differences. Just as the breath flows in and out, you feel the flow of your life. And you feel assured that the engineer knows where he's going. The tracks are already laid. The destination is sure. And your job is not to question and challenge and doubt and judge, but to enjoy the ride. And along the way, extend the love that is generating your breath to everyone on this train and to the train itself. to grant people their divinity, to see them as you, to allow gratitude to occur to you. Deep gratitude for the care that has been given to your life, for how secure you really are. You won't know this if you're running up and down the aisles. You won't know this if you're trying to establish a hierarchy of who's going to get to heaven first. You'll only know this if you relax into the rhythm of life. That is who you are. And let yourself be blessed by every second that you're on this journey. It doesn't require that you fight with the part of you that is bored or impatient. It's just that you withdraw your attention from those things and bring your attention back to this present moment where all life is occurring. And let yourself enjoy the love that's within and behind everything. Sit back, enjoy the ride, and let your intention be to value this moment more than anything else as an opportunity to extend the love you are to all the passengers on the train and to life itself. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.